Turtlemane.
But yeah, man. So, Dopeman introduced me to you. But tell me, how do you know Dopeman? How did y'all meet?
Yeah, I met him many years ago. Him and his brother, his name or something, I can't remember his brother's name, but he had got with me and they asked me, to do some stuff on the internet. And, he had a little system that he had going on. He was good with web pages at that time, so he helped me formulate my radio station, pimpinken.net radio. And he would also run my page in terms of streaming. So the first time I was streaming, the first podcast I ever had, Dopeman gave it to me.
Wow. Yeah, see, he told me that you actually was like one of the first podcasters.
Oh yeah, but a lot of these people doing, 50 and all them. I've been doing it for years, we was kind of like before World Star, but Q, was had a little bit more traction on it. But if Dopeman would have stayed with it, he was. He was geared to be the next world star, but he's still doing good with Hookbox Office,
Yeah.
And so, it didn't really stop his motion, but, we were the original ones. We're talking about me and Dopeman go back 20 years, working on the websites and working on the internet.
Man, that's what's up. So, what do you think about what he's doing now, like the international thing?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate what he's doing over in Thailand and the Philippines. I think, that's what we should do. We should expand our horizon. We should, when you're looking at the mountain in the valley, you're in the valley, you look at the mountaintop, everything at the mountain, on top of the mountain look big. But once you get on top of the mountain, you start looking down, everything in the valley looks small. So, I think that's what it is. He risen his horizon, and now he's on a higher level. So, he can look down at some of his experience and look at what he went through, is what he grew through. And some of the things, the mistakes that we made, the adversities led us to our destiny. And the roads that we take to get to our destiny is never the ones that get us there. It's always our detours. So, he detoured and, went overseas. And now, he's been out there for about 6 years now, living lavish. Anytime somebody can stay overseas for 6 years without coming back home, he must got a prosperous business. So I think it must be very prosperous for him. So I think he's doing a great job.
That's what's up. What about the thing, like how he was doing the, selling the lady boys and all that? That ain't P, or what's your opinion on that?
Well, I never seen that, you know what I'm saying? So I missed that part.
Yeah, he had, he I guess that's a thing over there. And so he was saying, I'm the first one with the lady boys in the stable and all that.
Well, I guess, what I'm saying, it's for misunderstanding, but me personally, I don't deal with that type of situation personally. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my flavor.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I could dig where he's coming from. If he's making money, you know what I'm saying? If he survived it, then that's got to be his way of getting to it.
Yeah, I feel that.
How did you meet Dopeman?
Man, actually, it's crazy. When I was about 10, 11 years ago, I had seen him on the web doing stuff. And he happened to come into the little hood store that right there by my neighborhood, and I would just happen to be in there hanging out like I used to do. And I seen him come in there, but back then he used to always wear the bandana on his face. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know actually what he looked like, but I recognized him from his tattoo, because he had the tattoo to say Dopeman, and he had put it on one of them videos. He had did it like this in the camera or whatever. So I heard his voice, recognized the voice, then I saw the tattoo. I'm like, hey, Dopeman. And he like, oh, you found me, like that, yeah. But it was just like that we had already, I think I had already interacted with him online. Like,
so did he give you some of the game that he gave me, how to work the internet and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah, man, we've been
doing how to get those views?
Yes, indeed. We've been doing that for about 10 years now.
Dopeman a master at getting them views, man. Yeah. You know how to create controversy. He taught me that. He taught me a lot of the tactics, because, we did the 50 Cent video, PIMP, what Pimp C called, he did the curly, and he responded to me and Dopeman. Then he did Pimp C, 50 Cent did another way, he responded to me and Dopeman. He said, Dopeman, you cold. 50 Cent called him cold. So, that was all Dopeman's creation, you know what I'm saying? Dopeman was, You know, he did the radio show with me. I didn't know what it was. The first radio, I think it was Blog Talk Radio or something back in the day. You know, he the first one that put me up on that. You know, he the one that put me up on, you know, the social media that, you know, the stuff we doing now. A lot of stuff come from Dopeman. You know, I would never, ever, ever say, you know, that I did this by myself. I have to always say, you know, no matter if we don't talk for a whole 2 years or 3 years, we just talk today, but if we don't talk for a long period of time, he will always be in the back of my head. It's the person that put the battery in my back when it comes to this internet shit. I done did more views, you know, with Dopeman than I did with anybody. When I set up the Pimp College, Dopeman ran the Pimp College for me and provided me a way to make money and feed my children. You know what I'm saying? We made a lot of money off of that. And we were streaming back then. He was streaming Pimp College live from hoodboxoffice.com. So I ain't got nothing but positive things to say about the brother. And I know a lot of people, you know, they don't like him. You know, a lot of people he stir up and he calls, you know, that's what he do. He's a master of confusion. But, you know what I'm saying, he never really done that to me. You know, and even if he did something I ain't like, I'll call him and say, Dopeman, take that video down, man. I'm not bullshitting, nigga, take it down. Yeah. And he'll take it down. He said, okay, Ken, man, you don't know what's going on, man. I'm trying to get views, man. I'm trying to make you relevant again, man. You just need to know, Ken. I'm like, I ain't trying to be relevant like that, man. Take that shit down. You know what I'm saying? He'll go in, and next thing I know, he'll take it down. You know, that's love. Because Dopeman don't really listen to nobody. You know, if he got his mind set on something, you know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just him. You should probably bleep out his name. You probably don't want me to say his name on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out Dopeman. What's up, man?
Shout out to Dopeman. Shout out to the family. Hey man, Hey man, send one of the Philippines back this way, man. Hey man, like Pimp C said, man, let me borrow your bitch.
Yeah, that way, man.
That way. Love,
man,
baby.
I appreciate you.
Nah, man, you know, anytime, man.